Welcome to the deep dive. We've got quite something today.
Yeah, it looks fascinating. Excerpts from a case file.
Exactly. Marked red tape case, #017. And it's all about this, well, this critical threat they call the Archivist.
The Archivist, okay.
So our mission really is to pull out the key stuff from this file. Who is this person? How big is the danger actually? And, what are they doing about it right now?
Basically, getting a handle on an active intelligence puzzle just from these pages.
Precisely. Okay, so let's dive in. What does the file say about who this Archivist even is?
Well, straight off, it describes him as a former intelligence officer, but now he's an underground broker.
Underground, okay.
And the really striking part, total anonymity. The file is clear, 0 digital footprint.
Wow. In this day and age, that's a huge problem for investigators, I imagine.
Definitely. And the threat level associated with him, according to this file, is off the charts.
Yeah, I saw that. It says he has a master list.
A master list of covert agents, active agents.
Not just in one country.
No, across multiple nations. Think about that. If that list gets out,
It could burn entire networks, just collapsed operations. The file actually flags it as critical, right?
absolutely critical. We're talking about real people, real operations on the line, and it's not theoretical. There was a trigger.
Right, the diplomat in Prague.
Yeah.
Found dead about 3 weeks ago.
Exactly. That seems to be what escalated everything.
And it wasn't just the death, was it? They found something.
They did, in his safe. A coded letter.
Yeah.
And here's the twist, it mentions something specific. Red Tape Protocol 17.
Protocol 17, what is that?
It's apparently a defunct Cold War communication method. Really old school, hard to trace.
A signature move, maybe?
Seems like it. And following that specific protocol led them somewhere.
Yeah, to a dark web drop site. Linked, the file says, directly to the Archivist.
And on the site,
The worst case scenario? Pretty much. Files were being auctioned, real agent identities.
so he wasn't just holding the list, he was actively selling it off, piece by piece.
To the highest bidder, which explains the urgency. Okay, so this guy is deep in the shadows, but they must have something to go on.
Well, the file mentions one lead. Just one.
And that is.
A former Russian analyst. This person is in witness protection now.
Okay, what's the connection?
Apparently, this analyst met the Archivist years ago during some covert op
Where?
Bucharest. Back in 2012, the file notes.
And what did the analyst say? Any description?
It's vague, frustratingly so, but consistent. Described him as calm, educated, and always 3 steps ahead.
Smart. Calculating? Not much physically, but it paints a picture.
A very dangerous picture. Highly sophisticated adversary.
So given this one lead, the analyst in the active auction, what are the next steps listed in the file? What are they actually doing?
Okay, the file outlines a few key actions.
Yeah.
Priority 1, interrogate that analyst, under high security, obviously.
Makes sense. What else?
They're trying to trace the crypto payments from the auction, which, is incredibly difficult on the dark web.
A technical nightmare at that.
Absolutely. Also, they're digging back into archives, CIA, FBI, anywhere. Protocol 17 might have popped up before, looking for patterns.
Trying to connect past dots.
Exactly. And finally, keeping a close watch on diplomatic missions worldwide, looking for similar patterns, potential future targets.
The file's commentary section really hits hard too. It calls the Archivist a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, that phrase really captures the pressure. It's not just about stopping him.
No, it says the case could expose the seams of the intelligence community.
Right, revealing methods, connections, things that need to stay hidden. The last line in that section is stark. Failure is not an option.
So wrapping this up,
Yeah.
what does this all mean for you listening? This case file shows a really high stakes threat. It's all about anonymity, exposure, and this desperate race against time.
Connecting it to the bigger picture, it really makes you think, doesn't it? In our world where almost everyone leaves a digital trail, what does it actually take for someone to operate completely in the shadows like this? And maybe more importantly, what kind of power does that invisibility give them over systems that rely on secrecy?
Something to consider. Thanks for taking this deep dive into Red Tape Case, #011 with us.